Good morning to one and all present here. Welcome you back to the introduction to Julia programming. So in our last lecture, we have discussed about installation of Julia programming, and we have started discussing about introduction to Julia programming, and we have started discussing about who are all the inventors and what are the advantages, all those things. With a small recap, we are going to start our session here. So today we are going to discuss about operators and conditional statements in Julia programming. Before that, we are going to have a small recap about what we have discussed in last class. So as we discussed already, Julia is a high level programming language and it is also a dynamic programming language. It is a domain imperative and it is a completely open source language. And another one major advantage of Julia programming is whatever the functions or modules available with the C or Python, it can be simply imported into the Julia programming and it can be worked automatically. And these are all the inventors of the Julia programming: Stephen, Jeff, Alan, Verel. These are all the four members. Hope you remember. Viral Shah is the one who behind our Aadhaar project at the earliest stage. And this is the history behind the Julia programming. It has started in the year 2009, and the official version comes in the year of 2012 with the MITS MIT license of US, and the recent version is 1.10.2, which is released in 1st March 2024. So what are the advantages of Julia programming is, as we mentioned already, the most important thing is it can be combined with any existing languages. And another one of the major advantages, it is a versatile in nature. It can be useful for any kind of application, starting from our laboratory program and simple computing. And it is also useful for paramedical company and scientific computing. So many things it is very useful. And another one, a major advantage of Julia programming is speed. We have simply told speed, but the speed is nothing but when you are using that CSV file in your Python programming, the same CSV file, if you are using in Julia programming, you can expect 10 times lesser than 1.5 times lesser to 10 times lesser of time taken. So this is the another one remarkable advantage of Julia programming. And when there is a pro, definitely there will be a con. So what is the con behind the Julia programming? First thing, it is a very youngest language, so that whenever you are feeling any difficulty, if it is a other language, you can go and see the public forums or discussion forums will be there, quora.com, like that's many things are there where you can post your query immediately. A number of people will update regarding your query. Sometimes you need not to post, some other maybe got the same error like you. When you are searching the same exact answer, you will get within a fraction of second in the discussion forums, right? Since the language is very small, the ecosystem is also very small, you can't get that much expertile answers at the earliest. But this is the old scenario. Nowadays this is also getting wider in market, so it is getting solved now. So that is a major disadvantage of Julia programming. As we mentioned already, there are n number of applications that starting from a simple laboratory explanations to still paramedical company, they are using this. And we have discussed how to install this. As I told earlier already, it is a open source software with the mentioned website. You can download your software. Last time I told how to install this. These are all the different platforms or IDs available to execute the Julia programming. Now we have to connect to the Julia programming, as like I mentioned in my previous slide. Hope you have installed the software. Here I am going with that thing. So what I'm doing is I have opened, because Julia is already installed in my system. I have opened the Julia, right? In that part, first what I'm doing is I want to import the package. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with the Jupyter notebook, because I'm very much comfortable to work with the Jupyter notebook instead of REPL, right? So that I want to connect from my Julia to notebook. How to do that step only we are going to see here. Whenever you want to install any module in a Julia programming, you have to use the keyword import pkg. So you please remember, this is completely case sensitive. P is capital letter, kg is the small letter. You have to use accordingly, else it will not work. So I am using pkg. Now it is ready. Then pkg dot add. Now I am going to add a particular module. What module you want? You want I Julia. I and J are capital. Kindly note that if you are not giving, it will not work. Now it is getting added. So you see here, if suppose any spelling you mismatch, na, it will rise for an error. You see, I don't have any error now. Directly it connected to the I Julia. Now I want to use it, right? Using I Julia. Now what will happen? It is connected. Now I want to open the notebook, because I think Julia is a completely notebook based thing. So now my notebook will open automatically. Hope you can see here. I didn't do anything. Simply I open my Julia programming. I have given the comments. Automatically it is open the Jupyter notebook, right? I have the folder Julia already. So in that we are going to start with the first notebook. Okay. So that is nothing but the initial or preliminary steps of what we call Julia programming. So in this particular thing, what I'm going to discuss is in this notebook, we are going to discuss about how to print the values, how to assign a variables, how to comment the statements, what are the syntax for basic operators, how to convert the one type of variable to another type of variable. So that means conversions. Those things we are going to discuss in this particular notebook. So now first we will start about how to print the statement. As I mentioned already, that Julias don't have any specific or complicated syntaxes and all. What are all the existing syntax from Python, C, Perl, PHP, all those language, what are the best or what is the simplest? Those syntaxes only Julia is following. So there is no need to struggle to learn specifically about Julia programming. First, we are discussing about print. How I can print the normal statement, print only I can use print, open parenthesis, within double quotes, whatever you are giving, that will be printed as it is. Okay. So that is the concept behind the print statement. Let me go for the execution. One second. Okay. We are going to execute the first shell here. What happened? Nothing. Hello, welcome to course. I am excited to learn Julia. You see here, there is a problem. I want to print both the lines. First line, hello, welcome to course in the first line. The next line, I'm excited to learn Julia in the next line. But what happened here? It both merged. I couldn't see even a single space. You know about escape sequence, right? You can use maybe here I may use the slash n. Now let me see. Yeah, it went to the next step. Or I may use the slash t even. So what will happen on that case? I may get some tab space in between the statements. You see here, there is a space between these two things, right? Suppose I don't want to use any escaping sequence, but I want to print the statements in a next line. Like in Java, we have been experienced, right? Println. We are going to give now. I didn't use any escape sequence, but still, what happened? My two statements is printed in two different lines. It is possible only because I have used the println. So there are two different types of printing statements in Julia programming. One is the print, which will not give you the new line, println, which will provide you the new line automatically after printing the concern line. So these are the two different ways of printing. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about variables. So coming to variables, what are the rules for writing variable name? We have studied n number of programming languages. This is not the new, right? So what are the rules? First one, the variable name should be a alphanumeric. It should not be numeric alpha. Yeah, fine. And no special symbols allowed except underscore. Yeah, that is also fine. Here also same things will be there. And here one more additional thing is available in variable name. You can have any Unicode as that variable name. That is the additional advantage of having Julia variable name. That's it. All other rules are same like other programming language. Here you see here what I have done. I have taken a smiling cat. How it is possible? There is a symbol. You need not to remember the Unicode to do all those things. Simply we have a shortcut. That shortcut we can do. So we will come to that point later on. First we will go with the normal variable assignment. As like I told already, only underscore is available. It can be a alphanumeric, not numeric alpha. All those things are applicable. Here I have taken my answer is a variable name. I have assigned the 42 as my input. So what is happening? Variable name is equal to value. That's it. So this is called as one simple variable assignment like other programming language. Like it is a dynamic programming language, so that you need not to tell whether my answer is an integer or float or string or character. No need to define all those things. You can directly use a variable name and assign a value to it. The system automatically recognize what kind of value you stored in it. Accordingly, it will give you what is the data type is. What is the number I saved in my answer? It is a 42. So that when I'm finding a type of operator is available in this particular language, so when I'm giving type of, it will give me the thing int 64. You may get the doubt. What is 64? You see, int is the data type. 64 is nothing but what is my OS bit. It depends on that it will come. Mostly it is a 64 bit, so that it will come as a int 64. Hope you got it right. So the data type along with the what is the OS bit, based on that it will come. Okay. Similarly, I have stored one floating point number, so that what it is having when I'm typing a type of my pi, it is giving you float of 64. Right? If you are giving a string, it will give you the string. It's not a big deal. Okay. Suppose you may get a doubt. I want to have a Unicode symbols. On that case, what I will do is I may type. You see here what I have done, slash, okay, ALPHA, you just give tab. So it's a only one thing. If it is alpha, there is only possibility of alpha, right? On that case, directly it will come. But if you take a cat symbol and all, 1 second, it will not come. Ah, you see here, when you have a list of options, when you have only one symbol like alpha, beta, and all, you need not to give anything. Simply slash BETA, you give a exact spelling, you just press tap on it, tap space. When you are pressing a tap space, it will give you a symbol beta. Again, you enter, then you can assign a certain value to it. Got it? So this is how you have to add a Unicode. But when you are having a n number of symbols, what you have to do is slash colon, okay, SMI you give, there it is coming n number of symbols associated with smile. You see here what are that simple smile or you want smiley cat or simply smiley emojis or smiley face with 3 hearts. I will choose that one. Now what happened, that symbol is came, right? Again you press one more tab, okay, that symbol will come, again enter it, you will get the symbol smiley symbol with 3 hearts. So this is how I have to get one value. Hope you are clear. What I have done, first I have pressed slash. If it is a simple mathematical symbol, I can type the spelling, give a tab, automatically it will come. Okay. If it is not like that, it is having a sequence of elements now, what you have to do is slash colon smile. Or else if you have any cat symbol, you give cat, it will give a list of cat symbols. Okay. So with that, you can choose your own thing. So once I getting first time, it is not coming. Okay. Slash colon cat. You see here, cat symbols are coming here. Which cat you want to, with that, you can choose a cat. Okay. So because after you are doing it, it is not coming. First time you have to give properly. What I have done is slash colon. Then you have to type whatever the symbol may be. If that giving tab, no, automatically that symbols was listed out. You choose that one. Again, give a tab, you can get the symbol. So this is how you can use Unicode symbols as the variable name. Okay. If you take what is the type of the smiley, again, don't care about that Unicode and all. Again, the type of the smiley is depends on what is the value stored in that smiley. Okay, the value stored in that smiley is 9, so that it is giving a certain value. Suppose I have given a string value here. So now what will happen, you execute it, I am getting, okay, I have done some other thing. I want to see pi. Let me execute it because that is another one I will show you. So this is what we call, we have a smiley cat. I have stored the value string. I want to find what is the type of this particular smiley. Earlier it was integer, right? Now it is showing is as a string. Okay, so this is how I can store I can have given smileys or Unicodes as the variable name, right? Here another one advantage is that you can have the statement pi. If I execute pi, I need not to have anything. Pi is equal to 3.1.4, directly it will come. You simply use pi, it will come. If for example you are giving pi star 3, now execute it, that will give you the answer. Actually pi is not defined anywhere, right? What is the default value of pi? 3.14. That value will be defaultly taken because it is predefined function. So pi, you can't use it as another variable name. So pi is the another one special. Likewise, n small things, n number of things are available. So maximum things we will try to cover here. Okay. See, I have used an alpha is equal to 10, beta is equal to 20. So I just want to show you a different type of smileys and symbol, mathematical symbols I have used as the variable name. And what is the type of this thing is nothing but the type of smiley cat is 10, so that I am getting a value is equal to integer 64. Hope I am clear to you, right? Suppose I am having a certain string is that, then string will be the answer that we have seen already. Here I have given clearly how to get this smiley symbol. So how you get that smiley symbol? You have to give slash colon SMI. You give up, you press the tab. It will give you a list of options available with that smiley symbol. And again, you choose any among them. Then it will give the entire sequence. With that sequence, again press tab. That symbol will come automatically. So this is how we have to add smileys into the symbol. Okay. Now I have taken again cat smiley into the one. Now what I'm going to do is, already we have told you there is one predefined function that is nothing but type of. And there is another two predefined functions which is mandatorily known to everyone. That's why I have given here. One is the type max, another one is the type min. What is type max? If suppose you are taking an integer in C program, we must have studied minus 128 to plus 127. Like that, we have a range, right? So similarly, here also my integer 64 bit is there, but what is the maximum element of integer 64 and what is the minimum element of integer 64? That you need not to remember anything. Simply you type a function type max of int 64. What is the type min of integer 64? Even if you want to check, you can check for float 64 maximum and int. You see, float maximum of float 64 maximum is nothing but infinity, and type minimum of integer 64 is nothing but certain number it is showing. Okay, so likewise you can find, if you don't know now, you can check using a type max and type min. So this is how we can use this. Okay, now here you go with the another one example. What I have done, smile is equal to 0, sad is equal to -1, smiley cat is equal to 1. Like that I have assigned a different variables. This is even you can take it as one of the operator example which we are going to discuss in further slides. What I have done, smiley cat plus sad smile is equal to laugh. Smiley cat is +1, sad smile is -1, +1 -1 is equal to 0. That condition I'm checking here. What will get I will get, what is the output I'm expecting here? Definitely the condition should be true. Yes, I'm getting here as output as true. So hope you understand, right? Even instead of getting A plus B is equal to C, I have taken A is the smiley cat, B is the sad smiley, C is the laughing smile. So like what I am doing, I'm using what we call smileys or emojis instead of very simple variable name. Okay, and okay, we have seen so far how to take the variable name in a value for a variable in a static way. Suppose I want to get value for a variable in a dynamic way. What I can do, you can use the function std read line function. Here I will get 32. So if I find what is 23, if I find what is the type of x, that is nothing but string. You remember in Python, Java, everywhere, whenever you are taking a value for a variable during the runtime, that will be taken as automatically string. If you want to do now, you have to go for the explicit conversion so that you can convert your string into the whatever the data type you want. So it is applicable in the Julia programming as well. Whenever you are getting a value for a variable in that runtime, the default data type of variable will be float, sorry, string, sorry, it will be string. So what we have to do, I want to convert it. Suppose I want to take x is equal to 23, one integer, but what happened in my Julia program, it has been taken as a string. How can I convert? There is a conversion symbol, that is pass. Okay, x1 is equal to pass of which data type you want to convert, comma x. So I want to convert it into a float 64, then x, it is giving you the, because x is my source, this is the destination, so it is happen in that way. Suppose I want to convert it into the int 64, what will happen now? 23 will be displayed as the output. So this is how I want to take value for a variable in the runtime part. Hope you are clear here. So we have discussed about what is that, how to assign a value for a variable in a runtime and static time. Even we can use Unicodes as the variable name instead of normal alphabetical letter. Now the important thing, how to comment statements in a Julia programming. So in Julia, there will be two different types of commenting, right? One is the single line commenting, another one is the multi-line commenting. When you are going for the single line commenting, the hash symbol will be there. When you are giving hash in front of any line, so the entire line will be commented. It will not be taken for the execution part. Suppose you are having a multi lines of code, how you can comment it? So you can use hash equal. Then where you are using hash equal, with that point that commenting will be started, it will extend until you are giving equal to hash. So hash equal with the equal hash is the multi-line commenting statement. So these are the two different ways to comment the statements in your Julia program. Right. Next, we are going with the different types of operators. As like other programming languages, here also we are having arithmetic, logical, comparison, and bitwise operators, assignment operators, all those operators are available here as well. So let us go with the arithmetic operators here. What are the arithmetic operators available? First, I can do the simple summation using a plus. I can do the differentiation, sorry, difference that is nothing but subtraction operation. I can do a multiplication operation. I can have the division operation. First, let me comment those two things, then you can find. Sorry. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a division operation. You remember one thing, the division will give you only the fractional one. Okay. So the figure division will give you the fractional value. So if suppose I want to have the whole number. So what I can do in Python, other languages and all different case, here you can use the floor operation so that it will give you the least possible integer floor. Ceiling, no? The ceiling is also available here. The least possible, sorry, highest possible integer it will give. I want the least possible integer, so that I am giving a floor operation here. So it is giving, or else you can give the round operation. So which will also provide you the same thing. Even you can comment it, even though it is not there, it will not execute. So round of quotient, what will happen? It will give you the answer in a integer part, whole numbers it will give you. Okay, so this is the division part. And you have another operator that is nothing but power operator. In Python it is double star. If it is that what we call some other things, no, you have to import a certain library, you can use the power operator, you can use. But here 10 cap 2, that's it, it will give you the 10 to square, that is nothing but 100, I will get it as the output. So 10 square, x to the base x to the power y, x will be the base number, y will be the power number. So 10 cap 2 will be coming like this. And another one operator, modulus operator is also there. What will happen? 101 modulo 2, I will get 1 as a reminder. That is also okay. So arithmetic operator, plus, minus, star, division, modulo and exponential. These are the six basic arithmetic operators are available in the what we call Julia programming. Next, we are moving with the bitwise operator. So hope you are clear, but still I want to tell you like bitwise operators are available in this part. So what we are doing in a bitwise operator, and operator. So and will what it will do, 12 will be converted into equivalent binary, 23 also will be converted into equivalent binary, 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 will be 1. Based on the truth table, it will give you the output, so that I will get 4 as the output. Hope you know the meaning behind that bitwise operator. So I'm telling you only the logic part. Even R you can do, not you can do, even XOR operation also you can do. What is XOR? Same will be 0, different will be 1. Hope you know. So with based on that truth table, it will give you the answer as 143. NAND, what will have? NAND AND operations not part. So whatever the AND, so reverse of that thing will come. So truth table will be 110, 111 will come. So accordingly, it is executing and it is giving the output as minus 124. Okay. So likewise, you can do all there are a number of operators are there. I have shown you all the different kind of examples. So bitwise operators is also available in the Julia programming. Next one, comparison operator, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal, greater than or equal, less than or equal. All those symbols are available in the Julia programming. Like both are equal, it will return you the Boolean answers, equal. If it is not equal, it will give you the, yeah, 1 is not equal to 2, condition is true. If suppose 2 is not equal to true, the condition is wrong, it will give you the false as the answer. 3 is less than minus 0.5, no, so false is the answer. There is another one advantage in the Julia programming, you can check the multiple conditions, or chaining operation they use it to call it, like 100 less than 200. If likewise you are giving in any other programming language, it will rise for an error because too many operations are connected here. But here it's not the case. 100 less than 200, something is there. On that case, what will happen, I will show you the thing. There is a condition, right? Why it is false? 100 is less than 200, yeah, condition is true. 200 is greater than 200, no, condition is false. Here it is getting stopped. It won't do everything. First, it will take these two numbers. It will check a condition. Again, these two numbers. Sorry, these two numbers. Again, it will check a condition. Again, these two numbers. It will check a condition. I will check how it is working. I will give equal to here. Now you execute. It will be true. Why? Because you check 100 is less than 200. Yes. 200 is greater than or equal to 200. Yes. 200 is less than 300. Yes. So all the given sequence is true, so that I am giving the condition is equal to true. I'm getting the output. So these are all the different ways of using a comparison operator. Next one, logical operator. The logical operator, double ampersand or double R you can use. I'm having the condition like 9 is x equal to 9, y equal to 90. I want to check both the numbers are greater than 0. Yes, I'm taking x is greater than 0 as well as y is also greater than 0. So here what is the output I'm expecting for? True, because both the numbers are greater than 0. Now I'm checking, yeah, I'm getting output is greater than 0. Suppose I'm checking a condition x should be less than 0. The condition will be false. Suppose here I'm using a R condition. You can consider here I'm using a R condition. Here the condition will be true because any one of the condition can be true. So it's like normal other programming languages only. We have another one operation called operator called vectorized dot operator. So this again we will see in the array part and all, but still I will give you a small introduction here. I have a list of array dot. Dot is nothing but exponential 2. So vectorized dot, na, here I can have a n number of elements. With that also I can use the exponential. When I am using like that, 1 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2, like that it will give you the answer. When you are executing this thing, I will get 1, 2 to the power of 2, 4, 3 to the power of 3. Uh, so 3 square, that is nothing but 3 star 3, 9. Likewise, I will get the output. So this is called as the dot or vectorized dot operator. Okay. Another one important thing, that is the rational numbers. What is the rational numbers? You know, right? X double, you will have the denominator, numerator and the denominator part. That is called as the rational numbers. Here I am having x is equal to 23 double slash 46. If you have learned Python already, definitely you must have come across with the symbol. If it is x the double slash y, if you are giving in Python, you will get only the whole part, that is integer part, as the output, right? But here it is not the case. Here what it will do is the least minimum divisible part. Like 23 and 46, if I divide, what is the common factor I may get? 1 divided by 2 is the least minimum part. So that I don't want fractional part. With the division, if I'm doing, what is the least minimum part I can divide the number with, so that I'm getting the thing is equal to 23 double slash 46, that is nothing but 1 double slash 2. I'm getting the output as actually, if you are going in depth, the output will be 0.5 if it is a single dash. But I'm doing a different thing here. I want to do the double slash so that I'm getting the output is equal to 1 double divided by 2. Hope you understood. Ones are 23 1, twos are 23 46. So one double slash 1 double divided by 2, you will get it as the output. Similarly, in this part you want to display what is the only numerator alone. No? There is a function that is called numerator of x. If you call, it will give you only the numerator part of the variable. Suppose you are using a denominator, you want denominator part, na, you can use the function called denominator. Let me execute this. Print ln of x. What is the x? 23 double slash 46. So that I'm getting the output as 1 double slash 2. Then print ln numerator. In this part, what is the numerator? 1. So that 1 I got it as the output. What is the denominator in this part? 2. So that 2 is also I got it here. Okay. So that's all about the rational numbers. Now I will show you the another one thing, that is nothing but y is equal to 56 double slash 24. You see here, if I divide this 3 are 7, 24, 7 are 7 is the 50. No, now, 3s are 8 is the 24 and 7s are 8 is the 56. So like that I will get the output. So 7 double divided by 3. Suppose you want to print only the numerator, you can call the numerator function here. Numerator of y you give. Okay. Numerator of y, if I execute, what is the numerator of y? Only y part I will get. Okay, still you can get a denominator, all those things also you can do it in this process. And similarly, I have a certain x and certain y, right? Both are rational numbers. 7 double slash 3, x is nothing but 1 double slash 2. So which is, when I'm doing a addition operation, what it is, sorry, it is coming here. When I'm, what is the output I'm getting? So one is 3 base, another one is 2 base. You know, mathematical rational number multiply addition, right? So common factor is 6. That first number is multiplied by 2. That's the 3. Second number is multiplied by 2. So that I'm getting 17 by 6 as the output. Okay. Hope I'm clear how the rational numbers can be clear handled in the uh, Julia programming, right? So there are certain special operators also available, like in Python, is equal, no, is not equal, like that. Many operations are there, no. Likewise, identity operator, all those things are available, no. Here also few symbols are available. I can check by calling a function like is equal. If I call this one, no, A and B both are equal. If it is so, it will return you the true. If it is not, you can use it as, it will return you as a false. Is finite number. So whether the number is a finite sequence of number or not, it will check. If it is really a finite number, you will get it as the true. If it is not, you will not get. And when I'm dividing any number by 0, what you will get? Infinity. I want to check a particular number is infinity, you can check is INF. So that is the function used to check the infinity or not. The next one is nan. It is not a number. Why is not a number? No, it is a number, right? So that it is returning you false. Suppose here you are giving some other thing, it will not return you the thing. So what are the special things you can use here? Is equal, is finite, and is infinity, and is none. Is none is nothing but it is not a number, right? So these are all the list of operators available. Okay. So then last one we are discussing about convert operation. So what is conversion? You are converting from one type of data to another type of data. It can be done in two different ways. One is that using a convert operation. So convert function. What is the convert function? You are going to convert it to float with the variable x. X is nothing but integer because x is holding the value of 23. With that 23, I am going to convert it into the float. What I can do? Abstract float you can call. Using the convert function, I am converting the value of, integer x into the float. So with that, you can do the thing. So what will happen? 23.0, it will convert. So this is the one thing. Another one way of converting variable from one type to another type is promote operation. What is, sorry, promote function? What is promote function? I can have a source variable and the destination variable. So what will happen? The source variable will be converted in the form of destination variable. So 1 will be converted to 1.0. So likewise, so you see here, now both the variables are 1.0 comma 1.0. So this is how it will work. Next, what I have done, I have a 2 comma 3 by 4. So one is the rational number, another one is the integer number. Now I want to convert the integer number into the rational number. How can I do it? So simply by adding a denominator 1, the value will not change anyway, so that I can convert my integer number into the rational number. So this is how I can do the conversion of variable from one form to another form. Okay, there are two ways. One is the conversion method, another one is the promotion part. So again, we will have a recap of what we have discussed so far. In this particular session, we have discussed about how to print the statement using a two different type. Next, we have discussed about what is variable, how you can assign a value to the variable. The special thing what we have discussed is how to add a Unicode symbols. Hope you remember the things. So these things we have discussed about. Next, we have discussed about how to comment the things. The comment is the most important part in any language. Here you can do two different types of comment. One is that single line comment, another one is the multi-line comment. Single line comment hash, multi-line comment hash equal to hash. This is the thing. The next one, basic operators, arithmetic operators, comparison operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, and other special operators is also available, like is finite, is equal, is not number, is infinity. These are the special operators available in your Julia programming. The last one we have discussed about conversion of a variable from one format to another format. That can be done in two ways. One is the convert function, another one is the promote operation. With this, we are closing this lecture. Thank you. In our next lecture, we will discuss about decision making statements and looping structures. Thank you.